Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Lenten Reflections. Today is Wednesday of the 5th week of Lent. And the passage I've chosen for today is Luke 14, verses 7 to 11. Jesus noticed how some of the guests were choosing the best places, so he told this parable to all of them. When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not sit down at the best place. It could happen that someone more important than you has been invited, and your host who invited both of you would have to come and say to you, "Let him have this place." Then you would be embarrassed and have to sit at the lowest place. Instead, when you are invited, go and sit in the lowest place, so that your host will come and say to you, "Come on up, my friend, to a better place." This will bring you honor in the presence of all the guests. For everyone who makes himself great will be humbled. Whoever humbles himself will be made great. I remember a story about a seminarian whose bishop had a tradition of inviting all those who were going to be ordained to a dinner 2 nights before their ordination. And this particular seminarian went to just a modest seminary here in the States, as did most of his classmates. But one of them went to Rome for seminary. He got a degree, an advanced degree in Rome, and saw bright lights in his future. Because, you don't get chosen to go to Rome unless they think there's something there for you, that's beyond just being a parish priest. But this bishop was a pretty smart guy. When they all went to the dinner table, this fellow Rome literally raced ahead of his fellow seminarians to sit on the right-hand side of the bishop himself and began to engage in conversation with the bishop. And the bishop looked at him and said, Yes, you talk a lot. Now let's talk to," and he pointed to that seminary on the far end of the table and said, "You did some work in the inner city this summer. Tell us all about it." And then spent the rest of the evening talking to the one seminary who had spent his time at the poorest place, for the summer, and talked about what it was like ministering among the poor. The fellow who went to Rome felt a little bit humiliated by it. Having witnessed that, my friend told me, there's a lot of truth in this passage. Act humbly, act modestly. Jesus didn't brag about himself. He always took interest in what was going on in other people's lives and having them discover the presence of God around them. And so must we be humble, because in our humility, we manifest God's presence to others.